Good morning and good evening. Duterte power always support President Duterte. Do the right thing. Be safe and be good. I'm just watching our president doing a speech, and it's a convention center in Louisiana. So I just hearing he having and doing this speech to everyone and Barangay Capital and everyone in this place. Um, the only thing it gets me concerned always, and it makes me like, I don't know why it does make me afraid of when our president mentions I will step down on the end of my term. So when he says that I'm gonna step down in the end of my term, that really makes me a bit afraid of him leaving. I want him to be in power for much longer than what you know he should be. So and this is I that's something. When I hear him saying that, I just don't say that, because that's something I don't want to hear. That I've been waiting for so long and so many years for a president like this to come along to the Philippines, and we have one now for so short time, and I want to keep him as much time as we can. I just don't like it when our president says, I will step down in the end of my term. And because the end of his term is only a few years to go. And then, my goodness, it's just only like yesterday he just become president. And the time gone so fast. You just, what the heck? How? Do you know what I mean? So, it makes me nervous when he says, I will step down when it comes to the end of my term. I don't like that. Please, Mr. President, I would like you not to say that, because that's not something most of us home around in our country in the Philippines, and most of us over here around this place and around the world, is so many people who looks up to you, and they watch you the same as I do. They follow you the same as I do. And the passion and the care you have for our country is really, really cool. And I never seen someone like that as a president, having that kind of passion for his own country. Even around Europe, no president has that kind of passion for their own country. Not even US, not even UK, not even Europe, and nothing like that. Who cares, and who does something about their own country? So what I like about it, and I'm proud of our President Duterte, is, the passion and what he cares about his own country and his own people and things like that. And we never had any president like that. Not Marcos, not Aquino, not even before Marcos and Aquino, and who else? He used to be friends with our president. He's all the time over there because he was supporting the first our president before. So anyway, but he's no one like our president we have right now at this moment in time. I do hope his health it doesn't bothers him, and he continues being healthy and being okay to continue being the president of the Philippines. We need President Duterte much more than 6 years, because if we don't have our president continuously in our country, and someone comes along, takes his place, our country, it goes back where it used to be. Probably some people would like that. A lot of communist people do love that, because the communist parties, that's exactly what they keep going against our president, because of course they don't like it what he does, because they cannot sit home and getting paid, and they cannot sit home and dealing with drugs and from everywhere, and just getting money and not doing anything, and bringing our country down again to be corruption, back to drugs, back to killing, back to everything. Do we want this? Probably some people, yes, they will love that. But I don't think half of the Filipinos, half of the country now, would like to go back where we used to be. Because if our president leaves at the end of his term, and then we have a big problem in our hands again. Because just imagine, whoever is going to promise any stupid things, they just talk shit. And they're going to try to convince people and brainwash them. They're going to do a lot of stuff which they will not do anything. And they will bring our country down like it used to be. So for the people who watch my video, and for the people who listens, and for the people who has a mind and a brain, and only if you are lacking corruption, and then if you like dealing with drugs, then, and barangay captains, and some police and everything, which we still have, and they are corrupted. All I hate about it is the barangay captains and the people who works as a barangay. They are the corruptest people we have at this moment in the Philippines. They work for government sectors and they are corrupted. The barangay captains and the barangay people works as a barangay person. They don't do anything. They have a budget like showing their barangay and all kind of stuff. But they don't do nothing. They don't work. They don't do their job. Also, that's the fault of the barangay captain, which the barangay, it comes from the top already. If you cannot manage, if you cannot lead or be a leader to manage your team and manage the community you have given to you, and if you don't show the people of that community you can deal with problems, you can make that community safer for people to live, free of drugs, free of stealing and doing some other stuff, then you cannot be a barangay captain. And then if you have a staff which they present barangay, if you don't have a good staff which they can show authority, then this is not a barangay. This is a waste of money of government. Instead of that, it's better we take barangay out completely and put police in the streets. Barangay is down second to police. So the barangay, for me, they should have the title community police. Barangay should have the title of community police because they are under the police. I heard, like I said in my previous videos, when I was in the police station in the Philippines, when someone come and report some neighbor beat this woman, and then the police guy told her, you should go to your barangay to report this. But what's the point? That's why people doesn't have no trust in the police and any kind of barangay. Because also the barangay, they are afraid of others, drug dealers, and they are afraid of everything. Because people have guns everywhere. And then they are threatening you and they will threaten your family. And then the barangays, they know that because themselves, they're corrupted. So they let it go and they close their eyes, and then nothing it can be done. So this should be changed for barangay community police, and they should have authority, and the captain should be having authority over their staff, which they don't. But also, my point on this kind of video over here is that because also our president mentions all the time our barangay, and it's the same thing. I have problem with barangays because I've seen it. I know it. My barangay, they're corrupted. My barangay, they're dealing with drugs. They are afraid of the drug lords which he lives behind their house. And they have guns. They move around our community and nobody can do anything. Which me, I'm trying to do my best to clean my compound where I live and where I stay. And I'm doing my best to pull the barangay captain and the barangays around there, even the president of the city homes and things like that, to do something about it, because they're using budgets for themselves. That's what they do. Me, if I want them to do something, I have to give them money, or I have to give them uniforms. I buy them uniforms, or I buy CB radios for my barangay to improve, and I expect them to improve it. And that's how it works. It's like a sponsor, but the captain has a budget for that community, and the captain is put in their pocket. The president of homeowners, they are there, they're supposed to be doing something. They get the monthly due, but the monthly due they put in their pockets. It's supposed to go into community, and they stealing it. So still a lot of things to do. Is a lot of corruption still in the register of deeds. The register of deeds is still a lot of corruption, because you have to pay people to give your own titles of your own home, which you already paid it. Because if not, they hold in your title for so long, and then they keep saying it's going to last 1 year, it isn't that. So I advise someone who comes like that, where to put a solicitor is more money, which a lot of people cannot afford it. So it's still a lot of corruption everywhere in municipals. Mayors. The mayors is the biggest, because still we have a lot of mayors around Cavite, those kind of places, and further up, going to Tagaytay. Most of a lot of mayors, they're corrupted. They have power over there. They are still dealing with drugs and firearms. But all this point of my video was about, don't like when our president say, I will step down on my end of the term. All I can say, when that time comes, I'm going home to the Philippines, and I'm going to protest. I'm going to do what I have to do, and I'm going to do anything. And I'll try to convince as many people back home, our people, to vote and to keep fighting for our President Duterte to stay in power. And I do hope he was having an immunity for him to stay regardless until he can be a president. And I really would love that to happen. You will have that immunity to continue as president as long as he can. And I would like to have that, and to make that possible. So please, Mr. President, how do you say, I can't even sometimes pronounce his name, our President Duterte, just don't say that, please. Don't say, you'll step down. Don't do that. We need you more. We need you all the time. We need you for as long as you can. Give it to us, all your time, most of the rest of your life if you have to. But as long as you're well, as long as you're okay, be in power, be in president. Because if you come out, all of us are going to have a big problem back home in the Philippines. And then our country will go back to where it used to be. And we don't want that. So please, don't say that. You make me nervous when you say that. So for now, Duterte power, always support President Duterte. In God's will, you always be our president until the end of your days, and you will continue being our president, not just until the end of your term, continuously and passing through the end of your term. You will be our president always. For now, God bless, and see you soon. And I hope to meet you someday. Take care, bye.